The average girl, an average girl will do anything to get married because she believes I am born to be taken care of. I am born, and not just to be taken care of, to be taken care of by a man. For me, that's a level of entitlement that sucks. But when you put money pressure on a man, then he's working, and it's all about working for him. He cannot give any other thing a chance. So take off the money pressure. So tomorrow, you will not be crying, you will not be saying, but what he's doing to me. It's true, some men are just plain ignorant, plain, like they don't even want to give it a chance to become better human beings. Like, let's not even think about that. But taking men off this hook is really going to help a lot. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Please do not forget to click the red button down there. It's important. Yesterday I saw a status of someone from Twitter. Like, the person had the screenshot from Twitter of someone who was talking about how patriarchy affects men. This is Solomon Buchi. Just saying his name in case you know him or follow him. So I just thought we should come on here and actually, address this topic. How patriarchy affects men, especially in terms of like money, like how the value of men over the years has been measured by monetary value. So I'm talking about it because if my father or my brother or any of my uncles that I know were measured by monetary value, that will really make me feel bad. Like, if a girl refused someone I know for marriage just because you have nothing, like you are not rich enough, that would make me feel bad, because I wouldn't want any man to say, hey, I cannot marry you because you are not domesticated. That would really sound awkward. These are like patriarchal things that really make life difficult for us. So I'll just read out the tweet and then we can talk about it. Okay, heads up, he was talking about Igbo people, and this of course is because he's Igbo man. So I am going to be talking generally, especially within Africa, West Africa to be precise, more especially, because this does not only affect Igbo people, though his examples were like good enough, they were true about Igbo. So it's better one talks about what he knows than what he does not know. But we all know that this affects people all over the world. So he said 90% of the 80 Nigerian fraudsters caught by the FBI in the US are Igbos. Let me show you something. If you are real, you did agree with me that the Igbo tradition is heavily patriarchal. And this entails a great pressure on Igbo men to make money, because that's what makes them men. If you don't know what is patriarchy, patriarchy is a culture or tradition that glorifies men over women. So patriarchy can have so many cultures, so many traditions that kind of glorifies men over a woman, no matter how old you are as a woman, and no matter how young the male person is, the person is to be glorified over a woman as long as patriarchy is concerned. So these are things that people are trying to fight every day, because every day women of value are like growing, coming up in the society. So to tell them that I am of no value, or I am of inferior value to a man, it's really so hurtful and painful and intolerable for so many women. So, but Solomon here is trying to say that yes, the tool of male dominance is financial power and social status, and this is true. And this is what masculinity is said to be about from a patriarch's view. Little wonder many Igbo men are very hardworking. Why? Because they need money to acquire social status. You see young men in their 20s in the Igbo society who are graced with heavy honorary titles just because of their wealth. Eze Ego, one of Umuduru, call him, hail him, and see him do almost anything for you. Even the elders respect him. Why? Money. Now he's got social status. During the Christmas festive period, young men come back to the village with flashy cars, grand looks, mansions everywhere. That's usually a depressing moment for young Igbo guys who haven't made it yet because they can't talk where their richer mates are talking in the village. You guys know this is true, right? We need to be real. There is so much pressure being an Igbo man. Yes, Igbo men are very hardworking, but many times it's sponsored by the need to show off, be a demigod, be respected, and to provide as their family rely on them. It's not easy when you're the firstborn. Phew. That's Solomon's words. I'm quoting. So now he ended by saying, when we fight patriarchy, that is, when we fight that culture that glorifies men over women, that puts men in a certain position, when we fight patriarchy, we also mean good for men. And that is very true. Men aren't born to provide. In fact, yeah, when we fight patriarchy, when we fight frail feminism, we are also, fighting for the men, not only for the women. It's a cause that means well for the men too. And many men need to understand it. So he said, men aren't born to provide. Men should not be rated by their financial status. These beliefs create tension and pressure that lead some uncultured Igbo men into crime. True. You see a lot of them running to Malaysia and South Africa. They peddle and deal with hard drugs, all to come back home and show that Obi is now a man. So they can cater for their siblings and parents as the first son. So they can provide for their wives as patriarchy states. We need to keep patriarchy because it sponsors masculinity, toxic masculinity. That's what he said. Why do you think we don't have much females into fraud? And like men, because the dynamics are different. For average men, they will do anything to get rich. For average women, they didn't do anything to marry. Very, very true. The average Igbo girl, in fact, please not Igbo, the average girl, an average girl will do anything to get married because she believes, I am born to be taken care of. I am born, and not just to be taken care of, to be taken care of by a man. For me, that's a level of entitlement that sucks. Like, you were born by your parents, not by some other man in some other place. And then you expect that the sole reason why your parents got married and conceived you is that you should grow up and be taken care of by a man. Financially, I mean. Because when we talk about love, this involves like two people taking care of themselves. Two people taking care of themselves, loving themselves in every aspect. You get that? And selflessly and all. But let's talk about this patriarchy, how it affects men. I have heard several men tell me that, a girl refused to date me, a girl refused to marry me because I don't have money. However, listen, men, you need to be very careful. Because I was telling a certain guy so many years back when he was telling me about how his long-term girlfriend refused to marry him and that it is because he does not have money. And I said, are you sure? Did you ask her why are you not getting married to me? Because some men also, because of this loop they are into, that puts them in a position where, you know, they are told you have to make money to be a man. They feel that anybody who refuses them is refusing them because they have not made it. That is not true. That is not true. A girl can refuse a man for so many reasons. Yes, given, taken. A girl can say, I'm not getting married to you because of money, and I find such people irresponsible. I'm not saying people should marry poor people without visions. No, I'm just saying that you meet a man who is still like struggling, and I'm not saying people should go get married when they're still like struggling. I mean, they're both people. I'm just saying you shouldn't blatantly tell somebody that I can marry because you don't have money. Like, what happened to your own hands? Can't you walk? Are you crippled? Are you handicapped? Like, why will you measure someone's what? Or someone's beauty, internal beauty, the way that somebody treats you? Okay, I don't think you can trade that for anything. So what was I saying about men being careful when they go about saying somebody refused to marry them because of money? You need to ask. You need to ask, because the girl might have left you for other reasons, not because of money. So you need to ask. And you know, this thing makes men act carelessly, like they are careless in other aspects of their lives. And you people know what I'm talking about. Like, once we were having a group discussion in my class group, like almost 90 something percent of the guys in my class group were promoting the fact that a guy just has to have money, and more than 90% of the girls, or should I even say 100%, feel like, you guys, are you thinking straight? Who told you that in this 21st century is only money you need in order to get married to a woman? And it's unfortunate, and we girls, we were lamenting in our class group that, you see, what kind of men are we training? What kind of, like, who are we? Where are the men, the marriageable men? You know, everybody wants a marriageable woman. Where are the marriageable men? How can a man be saying that it's only money he needs to get married? Like, you're not even working on yourself. You're not doing any other thing in order to, you know, get ready, develop yourself. This is what like patriarchy has created in the minds of men, and is very, very unfair, because the boy children are losing out on so many things. They are losing out becoming homely people, losing out becoming domesticated, even at least for themselves before they get married. They are losing out on self-development. They are losing out on intentional reasons to be married, or on working on a relationship intentionally. Once they provide, they feel that is okay. Any other thing you are complaining, they will remind you that, hey, I am providing. Am I not doing enough? And that's very unfair, both for the woman and for the man, because the both are losing out. So I don't think that men should be measured with such. I think they should be let off this hook, honestly, because it has led so many people into criminal acts. It has made people like get into Yahoo business. Of course, you people know, Solomon said, so many of these guys rushing to Malaysia, South Africa, even India, they are rushing. Why? So they can go and make Yahoo money. Yes, we have ladies into prostitution. Yes, and maybe a very, very few men, and that's because of money. But we know that if a woman has money today, our society does not recognize her as, oh, you are ready to marry now. But once a man has money, okay, once a man has a house, a house that is furnished, has a car, even if you are a drunk, society will start asking you, Emeka, won't you get married? Even if you are a drunk, even if you are impotent, and people know it, even if you are somebody who talk carelessly to women, even if you are a conductor, and you talk carelessly to women. The point here is not to say that the person is a conductor, but to say that the person talks to women anyhow. For example, I remember traveling one time, and we were in this bus, we were waiting, like they kept us so long, and there were these twin children that were being carried by their parents. Like, these kids were sweating. I felt for them. I almost cried. I started fanning them. The mother was crying. The husband was consoling her, like, why are you crying now? Stop now. So they kept telling the conductor and the driver, why people this weekend? You've kept us here from evening till night. We people don't want to take us from Owerri to Aba. What is the problem? And the conductor was just talking anyhow. I said, conductor, this thing is wickedness. So the moment I put my mouth, he looked at me. Of course, you're a woman. But men have been talking. Just blasted me. Said, look at this one. The person where they bend down pee. This means like somebody who bent down to urinate. And I'm like, I bend down to pee. So what? Does that make me inferior to you? So you see, whatever kind of man you are, no matter how you talk to women, no matter how uncultured, uncouth, like unreasonable you are, once you have a house, once you have some little money to take care of a woman or to take care of a child, people will start asking you, Emeka, when are you getting married? They will start referring you to women. But a woman, once you have graduated from school, people will start asking you, are you not getting married? Won't you find yourself some rich dude? Why a rich dude? Why not a cultured man? Why not a man who can take care of my emotions? Why? Like, why do men are they only good for provision? They're not only good for provision. And the things that they are also good for are even things that are very advantageous to the family. But because nobody talks about that, because we've grown that way, nobody even looks at that. Nobody is like, it's very hard in the family for I was going to make a video sometime, and the title of that video is going to be, my father is a feminist. Yes, because I don't know about other families. Yes, I know that it's beginning to happen in families. But when I am around, my father hardly even sent me on any errand at all. Like, it's in my family that I've seen my father telling my brother, won't you go and see how your mother is cooking? Won't you go and watch? Who will cook for you when you get to the university? And my father keeps telling me, look, I don't think your brother is ready to go to the university because he cannot take care of himself. So when he gets there, his room will be dirty, his clothes will be smelling. Who will do all those things for him? But we are raising a set of young men who we are just like telling, go make money, go make money. That's all you need. And we are not directly telling them that's all you need, but that is the gesture that we are passing when we ask them, not only they live for this house, you're the only one living in this house. Guy, why are you not married? You are ready, or you are ready. But the way the person talks is so uncultured, so disgusting. Like, you need some serious seminar to get the person on ground, to get the person grounded and ready to accept another human being as a part of them and be able to respect that person as a person who respects him. So I'm just saying, let's let men off that hook, because it will help us, the ladies, it will help the men also. Like, it will take away that tension from them. Look, young man, if you feel that you are a good person, don't be afraid to walk to any woman. If you feel that you are responsible, but you don't have money, I'm not saying, see, that you don't have money does not mean that you dress stupid. I'm sorry to use that word, but yes, just plain stupid. It doesn't mean that you wear clothes that are not ironed. It doesn't mean that you cannot brush your hair properly. Because when a guy approaches me, the moment you say hi, I look at you from hair to toe. So whether you are rich or not rich, that is why I said, some of you are saying, oh, she will not date me because I'm not rich. Have you looked at yourself? How do you dress? How do you talk? How do you appear? Some people are not rich, but when you see them, they're so smart, so attractive. They have an aura. Okay? Why young girls also try to be smart, to put their hair in order, to put themselves in order. Young boys should do that too. So girls, leave these guys off the hook. Somebody approaches you, you are asking the person, what do you do? Young man, also learn to ask a lady, what do you do? Because you can't afford to marry somebody that is useless and the liability. The world is changing. Yes, ask her, what do you do? You know, and it goes both ways. What do you do, young man? What do you do, lady? You know, if you've not heard it anywhere and you're a young man watching this, please take up your power of responsibility. The way you dress matter. The way you talk matter. The things you do matter. So don't, if you are the people that you attract, that is what you are. So the kind of person you are, that is what you attract. You feel like it's about money. Oh, you want to cruise in this car so that girls can see. You want to take girls out. Those are the kind of girls you attract. Mind you, yes. Those you're going to attract girls who want to just be in the front seat of your car. So when you don't attract responsible girls, don't blame it on girls. Don't blame it on women. Because that's not how we all are. We are totally responsible. Some of us plan to work very hard and also buy a car for ourselves. So it's not your car that we're looking for. We're looking for how you talk, how you treat us. How do you do it? How do you talk? How do you flirt with other women? So don't be there sitting saying, oh, they say I must make money. Please get yourself off that hook. Approach any woman of your choice. Talk to her. Tell her, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is where I'm heading. These are my plans. Can we do this together? Capiche? So please, it's like a command, an order. Get off that too, because it's killing some of you. It's weighing down on some of you. If you have money, if you are rich, fine, great. You marry somebody and you feel like, oh baby, don't work, I got you covered. And she's like, oh my God, I didn't know this was coming my way. I really don't want to work, babe. And two of you agree, and she's not working, you're providing, and it's all about love, you know, no selfishness. No, she agrees to that, fine, good. But please don't be drawn back by I don't have. Don't be limited. If somebody don't like you, or they like you but they don't like you for marriage, if somebody don't like you, they don't like you. It's not about money. I'm just saying this because someone messaged me yesterday saying all kinds of things, and this is just a friend, you know. It's just a friend. I wasn't expecting the person to be saying all that. You don't talk to me because I'm not your level. And why are you saying that? Because you're not in the abroad, or because you don't have, you've not made it financially yet, you've not gotten there. That means nothing. Something. I think that this video should have a part 2. But let me just round off this video by saying that this fact of men must have money, it also puts a pressure on women, in the sense, when a man has made it, then he comes onto a woman and it's like, hey, let's get married, I've made it. And that is his only reason for coming onto a woman. He puts pressure on the woman and the woman's family, because, you know, the woman's family, of course, should be like, why are you not getting married to this man? He came with a car, he's got a house, you're not going to lack a place to put your head. So it puts pressure on the woman also, like, you coming to say that you need to get married just because you have some money, you have a house. So I think that it's unfair to the man, it's unfair to the woman, because like step back a little, young man, give the woman some time also. Is it just about the fact that you've made money? You know, that's a serious thing that patriarchy plays in our society. It is a serious trick it plays in society. Tricks women into getting married when they are not ready and having to regret it. But if they had worked a little bit if they had waited a little bit more, they could be comfortable in their seats and say, okay, now I'm ready, not because of money, but because, yeah, I'm prepared. So if we even take off this money thing, we're going to find that we'll have better men. So many of you women who married for money and you're complaining, they're crying in that marriage, you will start realizing that, oh, there is more. If I didn't put the money pressure on him, there is more he could be. But when you put money pressure on a man, then he's working, and it's all about working for him. He cannot give any other thing a chance. So take off the money pressure. So tomorrow, you will not be crying. You will not be saying, but what is doing to me? It's true. Some men are just plain ignorant, plain, like they don't even want to give it a chance to become better human beings. Like, let's not even think about that. But taking men off this hook is really going to help a lot. It will help a lot. So I think this video shall be part 2 because it's really so long right now. I hope that we learned something. Please leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know the circumstances you faced as a man because of this patriarchal thing of you people must make money. Please don't go and steal. Don't go and rob a bank. Don't do that. You don't owe anybody. You don't owe any freaking human. Don't go and steal because you want to make money as a man. No, work hard, get what you can get, and be cultured, be intentional. Yes. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you next time. And boom.